Brought to you by Penguin.
Evil in High Places by Rory Clements. Read by Adam Sims. Chapter 1. Bavaria, 1936. When Elena Lang went missing, Sebastian Wolff couldn't work out what all the fuss was about. "She's a film star," he told his boss. "She's probably overslept, in someone else's hotel room. That's how the business works."
"You're a cynic, Wolff."
"Perhaps, but I'm a murder detective, not a missing persons drudge."
"What you are, Wolff, is my subordinate. You'll do what I tell you to do, and today I'm ordering you to find Elena Lang."
"At your service as always, Chief." That was an hour ago at the police presidium in Etzstrasse, central Munich. Now here he was in the south of the city at Geiselgasteig, home of the Bavarian Film AG studios, accompanied by his assistant, Sergeant Hans Winter. Seb knew why he was here. He spoke English, and the film's director was English, as was the company behind the production. Oh, and there was the small matter of the Olympics. Nothing must detract attention from the big event. That meant no murders, no missing people, no scandals. Seb and his sergeant approached the front gate of the studios.
"Did you see her latest, Captain?"
Winter asked. "What?"
"Elena Lang's new film, Rapture."
"Nice title. I suppose you took that girl of yours." Winter nodded and looked sheepish. Seb laughed. "Was it good?"
"I suppose so, if you like historical romances. Malvina liked it, so did the audience. They stood up and cheered and applauded. I thought it was all rather foolish and soppy."
"Foolish and soppy, Winter? That's the whole point of the cinema, isn't it? An hour or two of foolishness to escape from the cares of reality. That and your arm around your girl. So her name's Malvina, is it? You hadn't told me that before."
"You didn't ask. She's named after Bismarck's sister. Her father, Herr Schmidt, is something senior at BMW, and he's a great German patriot."
"Isn't everyone these days?" Winter gave him a warning look, as if to say, "Be careful, Captain. You might be safe with me, but there are less friendly ears in the new Germany." Seb shrugged. "And what do they think of you, these great patriots?"
"They were polite when I met them, but I think they disapprove. I fear they might suspect. Her father talks about Versailles and the betrayal of the fatherland. Also his loathing of Jews. And whenever he says that, he peers at me closely to see my reaction. I don't know how to talk to the man."
Winter's words did not need comment. Wolff knew that his sergeant lived in constant fear that his part-Jewish ancestry would be discovered. "You can tell me all about Malvina and her family over a beer later. On the plus side, she certainly smartened you up. A new suit and tie, polished shoes. At the age of 31, Hans Winter was finally beginning to look respectable. When they first met back in June of the previous year, his hair was badly cut, his suit was shabby, and his tie was stained. Not a good advertisement for the Bavarian political police. "For the moment," Seb continued, "we'd better find the missing Elena Lang." The entrance to the lot was in a quiet street, bounded by woodland to the east. Behind the fence, studio buildings that looked no more enticing than aircraft hangars dominated the scene. It all seemed very bland, but this was where the magic was created. Further to the west, beyond the lot, the Isar flowed serenely towards the center of the city. Two tall SS men in long leather coats, their shoulders back and rigid, eyes fixed to the front, stood to attention at the gate. Why the SS were needed here was beyond Seb. Behind the guards, a pair of even taller soldiers, dressed in the bright red of the famous old Prussian Infantry No. 6 regiment, hurried across the damp, paved area, each with a glass of beer in one hand and a cigarette in the other.
"Who on earth are they?"
Winter said, mystified. "Actors playing Potsdam giants. Obviously not the Elena Lang film. That's a modern..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?